Previously on my journey.
The reason why that day hit me, this is where everything started to go downhill. October 31st, 2019. My last day living in my house before I was going to pick up and move my life back to my hometown. The next day came around and my mom picked me up, moving everything with me in the trunk. Later that week, I had my first doctor's appointment. I was put onto medication to deal with my anxiety and my depression. The next 4 months were the hardest I had ever been through. My weight dropping drastically. I started trying to get better, but I was still so focused on losing weight and getting to this goal weight that I had put in my head as the ideal weight for me. My goal weight was 135 pounds. I got there. I did. To 130 pounds. I would check my weight constantly throughout the day, and this is when I started to develop something else. Developing a binging and purging diet and consistently having a negative outlook on my life. I could only focus on the numbers. That's the only thing I could ever see. After dealing with countless appointments with specialists and counselors, I was finally sent to an eating disorder clinic where I was soon to discover my new reality and diagnosed with something that I had never heard anyone tell me before. I was diagnosed with bulimia because of my constant purging episodes. This was probably one of the hardest things that I could ever hear. It was scary, and I was shocked when I heard the doctor say it out loud. When someone says it specifically to you, it feels different. Nevertheless, it opened the door for possible solutions in resolving my issues. I was put on new medications, put onto a wait list for day programs, and given new eating rules to try and follow. I began to eat carbs with every meal, trying to reintroduce foods that I had cut out over the past years back in, and learning to balance my diet and activity to normalized amounts. I began to start working on how I could fix everything that I've messed up in the past year. Doing all the right things for my body. I began to regain weight, and even though bulimia still controlled me in a lot of ways, I began to learn how to distract myself from those thoughts. I know putting this out on the internet that it's permanent, and I don't know what people are going to think of me when they hear that this is what I suffer with. But it's now May 14th, and my goal for this month has been to continue to fight those urges every day. So far, I'm 7 days in, and I'm doing really good. And I'm happy to prove how strong I am to myself for the past 2 weeks. I vowed to myself that I can overcome this. This is the growth that has been so hard for me to grasp in the past few years, and I thank myself for not giving up when times got hard. A little bit of ice cream isn't going to kill me, and I need to celebrate those small steps as something big. Healing doesn't mean damage never existed. It means the damage no longer controls our lives the way it used to.